I know. I just got out of practice. It's a little crazy right now. Probably a week and a half ago. Yeah, it goes fast. So like season for me is haircut every week, every Friday. So yeah. Nah, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna leave my hair like this. Yeah.
So what's the spring done for you?
Uh, I'll speak on behalf of our team. I think just the unity and the brotherhood we've grown and built. I'm very proud of where we are. We've had about 6 or 7 leaders kind of rise to the top, and everyone knows the standard. So those guys are more for decision making for behalf of the team, as well as us talking about certain things that need to be changed. So to your question, I think just the unity and the bond that we've built for the whole roster, that's the biggest thing for us.
Who are those guys? Who are the 6 or 7 you're talking about?
Yeah, Cam Linhart, Dane Key, Justin Evans, Gage Stinger, um, Mar Watson, and Henry Latofsky. I'm probably forgetting one. I'll probably hear from it, but yeah, those are the guys. Yeah, myself. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How are you pleased with your leadership growth in this?
Um, I think it's been good. I was always room for growth. I'm always looking for certain ways to get better in my leadership. Um, but I think just kind of being more vocal this year, and just having more demand of the offense and kind of the team. Um, that comes with a lot of responsibility, and that's understood. So, just it's just a constant growth of coming in and growing with my teammates.
You mentioned Gage Slinger. What jumps out about him, the guy?
Yeah, I mean, first like his leadership and his personality. He's very bright. He knows exactly what he's doing on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, he's just a smart player overall. He's as we call OU, he's one of us, and I'm very glad he's on our side.
You're going to be working closer, already are, with Justin, and you mentioned him in
Yeah.
that group. What
Yeah.
have you seen from his growth as a center, and how do you feel about his ability to lead from that spot?
Yeah, I feel very strong about Justin. From his standpoint, he's always trying to get better. After every drive, we have a conversation. What went wrong, what went good, and how we can keep attacking the defense. Throughout practice. But Justin is he's a special guy. I love him. I'd do anything for him. So yeah, our connection is very strong, and I just look forward to keep building that relationship.
After working on some of the 2-minute drill,
Mhm.
this entire spring, just how do you think the offense has progressed in that area?
I think tremendously. We've taken a bunch of jumps, but I also think there's a lot of learning. I mean, you can't really plot a 2-minute situation that you know is going to happen in a game. So it's kind of just put the ball down. We'll have situations, have timeouts, whatever left on the clock, and you just kind of got to play ball. That's really what it comes down to is executing and understanding the situation that you're in.
Hey, what will you do on Saturday? Are you going to be part of any of the fun of the games?
Uh, I'm not sure. I'm not aware of it. As far as playing, I won't be suiting up or playing, but um, I'm excited to be back in our stadium with our fans. I hope they all come out and we can get 40 or 50,000 in there. And I'm just excited to watch our young guys. They've put a lot of work in. They've they've grinded all spring, all winter. So for them to be able to experience what it's like in Memorial, it's one of a kind. So I think it'll be just a small preview to what it'll be like in the fall.
What should we expect from TJ? We're going to see in TJ Latif.
Yep.
What should we expect?
TJ's has been great all spring, from the learning standpoint to adjusting to the game. He's come in every day and just open ears, listening, and then going out to practice and doing what he messed up, or even honestly he's been doing a lot of good. So I'm very proud of him, and I'm proud of all our guys. Jalen. Obviously we know about Jalen, and also Marco's coming in. Transferring, coming from a different Big Ten school. It's just been great to kind of get them involved in our quarterback room and in our team. So I'm proud of both those guys. I think they'll showcase our quarterback room and even our team tremendously on Saturday.
The depth that's developed at receiver and your chemistry with more than just like the 2 or 3 guys we always talk about.
Yeah, I think guys have stepped up to the plate. You know, like I said last time I was up here, and you know, you got your Ferraris, you got your Lamborghinis, and you know, my linemen those are my guys. So yeah, like I'll say a few names: Quinn Clark, Cortez Mills, Isaiah Mosey, Bonner. We call him Wood. Those are just a few guys they've all stepped up. You know, so you know when we go out there and we look left, we look right, we're very confident that they're gonna know exactly what to do, and honestly, put them in position to make plays. There's no doubt in our minds. So it's a good feeling from my standpoint, and I know Holgerson as well. So we just got to keep working on executing and making the routine plays.
Where's Harburg on an automobile comparison?
Man, Heinrich, I don't even know. He's probably like a TRX truck or something like that. He's big, but he can go. So yeah, we call him Spirit, like the horse. So yeah.
How's that development, honestly, his development look to you? What's the picture look like?
Yeah, I don't think people understand how hard it is to go from playing quarterback to going to tight end. You go from you're not going to be hit every play to, all right, we're asking you to do all these things and run routes. So I can't say enough words about him. It's been a challenge, and he's accepted every single part of it. He's attacked it, and you know, I think from practice 1 to now, he doesn't look like the same player. So kudos to him. He's been working his tail off, you know, on and off the field. So I look forward to, you know, letting him spin this year.
Now that you've had some months of off season, you've had practice and it's all. Just what's it like playing for Dana?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I just think our connection, you know, it's very strong. There's hardly any other time where we're not on the same page of, you know, maybe I'll from the field ask for a play and he won't hear me, but he'll call the play in my ear. I don't know if that's AI or what, but I just think we're kind of on the same page, and he understands our offense and what we're good at and what we're not. So we're constantly being in positions to make plays and also, you know, to be successful.
Back to calling Heinrich Spirit. Sorry, I can't let that go. Where did that come from?
Well, if you watch him closely, I'm going to give a little secret away. He gallops sometimes. So, you know, if you either throw him a ball, he'll jump and he'll like kind of gallop as he lands. So that's just kind of a funny joke. But we've actually been working on not jumping so he can catch and run. So we might need to take that nickname away from him because he's not doing it anymore. But I just fits Heinrich and kind of what he does. He's from Kearney too, so he grew up with horses.
What's key for you in those weeks after spring?
Yeah, I think these are pivotal. These are when you win national championships, and that's all we're striving for. So, I mean, we're gonna take. We actually had a meeting last night. You know, we're gonna take probably 4 or 5 days off. You know, once we get into May, and after that, we wanna roll. So when we get back to June, we're not trying to catch up and we got to get back in shape. We got to be here with the scheme and all those things. We're trying to stay ahead of the chains, yeah, we're just trying to make strides. You know, we don't want to come back behind the 8 ball, and then we got to catch up, and it's just wasting time. So we're looking for ways that we can, you know, maximize every single second that we get of each day.
What's your overall comfort level right now in executing everything you're being asked to do in this program?
I'd say everything. I humbly say that. You know, I don't know. That's a hard question. I'm not up here talking about myself. So yeah, I'm confident about, you know, what I'm asked to do for this team.
Do you feel more at ease in little things like leading the team out of the tunnel, like calling plays in the huddle, like being a leader on the sideline? How is that? I guess that's what I was asking. How have you grown in that area?
Yeah, I think you know, as a leader, it kind of becomes who you are. You don't want to be that leader where you're sometimes on, you're sometimes off. So it's just a consistency of being the same guy every day, coming in ready to work. So yeah, it's, you know, getting the huddle. You know, I'm saying now more than just a play. You kind of encouraging or trying to emphasize what we're trying to get done on the play. So there's more conversation, and I think having the guys all on the same page is helpful. Yes.
You are people you know very well.
Yes.
They're going to have their opportunity this weekend. Just what's your stump speech for guys like Thomas McCollum?
Yeah, I think those guys are overlooked, and from their ability to make plays. So I just know once those guys get a chance, it's off and running from there. So I'm super happy for them. I'm proud of them, and I can't wait to see our guys' names be called. They've endured everything of being a Husker. Being here for whatever 4, 5, 6 years they've been here, and they're making us all proud. So to hear their name called, I know it's a dream come true for them, and for us, it's like that's our big brother. So we're gonna be happy for them, and they'll be game changers in the league.
Do you have a plan for how you guys are gonna watch the draft tonight?
I'm not sure. Dane Key's staying with me this week because his car's getting fixed. So I've had Dane at my house all week, and it's been fun. But I want to try to get all the guys together. When we got off the practice field, and it was cool to hear like our older guys that have 1 year left. They're talking about, very humbly speaking, that they're excited for the draft, that they're going to be picturing themselves in that shoes next year. So I think everyone's mindset is all right. I'm just excited to. I don't know what the draft entails tonight. So I think everyone has an idea. Everyone's kind of guessing, but tonight it becomes real.
Thank you.